Hi everyone, my name is Karen, this is my channel RatherBeReading, and today I'm bringing to you my 2016 mid-year goals review. So at the start of 2016, I made a goals video, which I will link up in the corner for you guys if you haven't checked that out. And I set myself some reading and some channel goals, and I just thought it would be a good idea now that we're more than halfway through the year to take a look back at those goals and kind of see how I'm tracking. So the first reading goal that I set for myself this year was just my Goodreads reading challenge. I set my reading challenge this year at 120 books. And as at the end of June, I have completed 100 books so far this year. I'm really happy with that. Obviously, it's seeming very likely like I will hit my 120 book goal and exceed that, in fact. So I am really excited about that. I've just really been enjoying all the reading that I've been doing this year. My next goal, which was extremely ambitious, was to finish or catch up on all the current series that I was reading. And at that point, I was reading 31 series, and there were 23 of those of which I was not up to date. I have completed 9 series and caught up on 7 other series, and I have DNF'd 1 series. But of the 9 that I've completed, only 4 I had begun prior to 2016, and of the 7 I caught up on, 6 were completed. So basically, including the DNF, there's 11 series that I have kind of checked off that list, which is really great. I always knew that this was a really ambitious goal, and we're only halfway through the year, so if I can knock even more off that list, then that's great. I just really want to kind of whittle down that list. Although, having said that, I wanted to kind of be having less than 31 series on that list at the end of 2016, and I calculated it up, and I have 30 on there at the moment, so it's 1 less, but I would like to kind of get that a little bit lower. My next reading challenge was just the Around the Year and 52 Books reading challenge. I wasn't completing it like each challenge within the week of the year. I was just taking all of the challenges and trying to complete them throughout the year. I have so far completed 32 of those challenges, which is obviously more than halfway through, and I also have another 11 of the books that I'm planning to read for the challenges out from the library at the moment. Last year I was doing a reading challenge, and what I did was I just, through the first 6 months of the year, let my general reading check off challenges, and then in the second half of the year I went through all the challenges that I hadn't yet completed and picked a specific book and tried to knock it off. But I found myself at the end of the year very pressed for time and rushing to finish the challenge, and so I didn't want to do that this year. So each month I've been trying to select a couple of the challenges, pick a book to meet it, and get that out from my library and check them off. And I think that's really been working well, because as I say, I'm ahead, and it's looking very likely like I'll be able to complete that this year, which is awesome. My next reading challenge was to read more books that I owned each month than from the library. So taking out audiobooks, because even though I get them from the library, I'm not counting those in the overall figures, just because I don't buy audiobooks, and I'm never listening to an audiobook at a time that I could be reading another book. They are just purely in addition to my normal reading, because I listen to them at times when I couldn't be physically reading. So taking that out, I read more books than I owned them from the library in January. In February, it was exactly even, and in March, I read more. In April, May, and June, I have failed. It's seeming very unlikely, like I will meet that probably in July or probably August, but I'm hoping in the latter part of the year I can keep that up. I've just been getting so many library books because of my other goals, which is the Around the Year and 52 Books. I've been getting a lot of those books from my library, and also just trying to complete series. A lot of the series that I'm reading I don't own, they are from the library. So it's not going too bad. I do wish that I was getting through more of my physical TBR, but it's okay, I'm kind of okay with it. So my next reading goal was to read more books in the year than I bought within the year. And I actually said at the time, I believe my statement was, this will be easy, and another one was, I'm really good with my book buying. Things obviously went steadily downhill in 2016. I am ahead, I calculated it. I keep kind of a spreadsheet. I have bought 98 books by the end of June, and I had read 100. So I'm 2 books ahead on that goal, but it's nowhere near kind of where I want to be. I'm really hoping to scale my book buying back. because it's just, I really want to bring my physical like TBR pile down. It's just not happening at the moment, so I can definitely improve on that one. And the final reading challenge I had was to reread the Harry Potter series in 2016. I have not completed this challenge yet. There was a kind of a certain point with on my physical TBR that I wanted to get before I reread Harry Potter, and I just haven't reached that point yet, but I am still planning to complete this one within the year. So now let's move on to some of the channel goals that I set for myself. The first one was that I wanted to post at least 10 reviews within the year. So far this year I have posted 3 reviews, so I'm a bit behind on this. Obviously by the end of June I probably should have posted about 5 to kind of keep this going. I struggle with reviews. I never feel as eloquent on camera talking about a book as what I do when I try and kind of write a review, so I don't know. I don't like to script things too heavily either though, because I feel really unnatural when I'm speaking if I've like scripted something, but I don't know, it's kind of I have to find kind of a happy medium, and I think doing more of them, I will just feel more comfortable with it, so I just need to do more to kind of get there. So hopefully I can get a lot more reviews posted in the second half of 2016. My next channel goal was just to be more consistent with posting videos. There were a couple of times last year where I kind of went off the radar for a little bit of time, and I actually think I've been doing really well with that this year. I don't think there's ever been more than about a week where I've gone without posting a video. I've actually calculated it, and I've posted 47 videos so far this year, which is more than one a week, obviously. It's almost about 2 a week, I think, and I'm really, really happy with that, especially because I think I mentioned in that video, and I've mentioned it a couple of times now, I am so busy from basically March through at least September. It is such a busy time of year for me, and it's really hard as well because it's winter and I only film with natural light, so I don't have any lighting, and if I don't find the time to film on weekends, it's dark when I get home, and it can just be really difficult. But I think I've been like managing really well this year, and I'm just really pleased that I've been managed to keep as consistent as I have been. My next channel goal was to just be more present and involved in the booktube community. I do feel like I've improved on this a little bit, because prior to this year I had a real habit of like lurking. It's just that I'm always doing something else when I'm watching YouTube videos. I'm rarely ever just sitting watching YouTube. I'm normally cleaning or getting ready for work or getting ready to go out somewhere, or I'm just always doing something. And so I have a habit of just like watching it, and then it goes on to the next video and I don't comment. And I really wanted to be better about that. I think I have improved a bit, but I definitely think there's more room for improvement here. I just need to be more disciplined on when a video ends, even if I'm doing something, just taking a minute to think about what I've seen and write a comment, even if it's just something like great video or something like that, just to show my appreciation for the video that I saw, and wherever possible, obviously, writing something a bit more meaningful would be great. And my final channel goal was just to include more statistics in my monthly wrap-ups, and I have been doing this. Each month I have included stats such as how many pages I read, what my star ratings average were, just things like that, how many physical books, ebooks, audiobooks, how many from the library, things like that. So that's actually been going really well, and I've really enjoyed putting those statistics into my monthly wrap-up, so I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing the statistics. If there are any other statistics that you would like me to include that I haven't been including, just let me know, because I could look at doing that as well. But yeah, so those were all my goals. Some of them I'm doing really well on. Some of them could definitely use some improvement. So hopefully I can really knock it out of the park in the latter half of 2016. If you have any thoughts about any of my goals, I would love to chat to you guys in the comments. I would love to chat to you guys about any of your goals and how you've been going with them. Let's chat in the comments down below. Please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe if you want to see more from my channel. But that's all I've got for this video today. Bye guys.